Welcome back to the rabbit hole. What is the agenda for today? Oh no. Oh no, we're doing a regrets video? Oh, these videos are so hard to make though. First of all, I have to face my own failures, and let me tell you something, the older I get, the more I just seem to stack up one failure after another. But not just that, I might make some people mad by saying I don't love products that very easily could be somebody's holy grail. Now, you know, on a video like this, we're gonna have to have a mandatory disclaimer, so really quickly, everything in this video is only my opinions, and you all know I welcome your feedback, so feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below if you agree or if you disagree with me. And also, I really wanna say, I think that very few products that hit the shelves of our retailers are actually just objectively bad products. They've gone through, some sort of product testing. There were product testers who said, yeah, you know what, I like this product. And yet it's possible that we individually may not like a product, or in this video today, I'm going to talk about products that I do like, but I had to figure out how to make them work for me. Let's waste no more time and let's get into this video. I have skincare, makeup, and some fragrance. So let's start with skincare. I think that's typically what most of you are here for, and I think this is going to be the best product to start out this entire video, the WLDKAT Ginger and Kombucha Skin Tonic. This is just such a good place to start this video because this is a perfect example of a product that is not objectively bad, but had I thought a little more about this before I spent my money on it, I would not have made this purchase. So let's start with what it is. This is kind of a newer company, WLDKAT. They are actually started by somebody who used to work with Urban Decay. It's a woman-owned brand. They focus on being clean, vegan, sustainable, cruelty-free, and this particular product is supposed to be a toner and a serum all-in-one, which kind of sounds a lot like Fenty's Fat Water, right? But also, it is inspired by K-beauty. It is specifically inspired by essences, and we do see a lot of kombucha-based essences in K-beauty, a lot of ferment-based essences, and it's still a pretty affordable product. Also, it retails for $20, and I purchased it during the last 21 days of beauty, so it's taken me a while to talk about it on this channel, for a mere $10. So you might be thinking, Alice, that was $10 and you're putting it in a regrets video. What's so bad about it? And that's the thing, nothing is so bad about it, but I've had it all this time and I just don't love it. I just do not reach for this over my Korean beauty products. I mean, I have products like the Dr. Surical Kombucha Essence, which is just leaps and bounds above this in terms of what it does for my skin, and it's not even that much more expensive of a product. The real reason this is so inexpensive is it's pretty small. It's only 3.33 fluid ounces. So I think that what I really learned from this is, if I'm going to be a fan of K-beauty products, which I am, then there's not really a lot of reason for me to buy Western products that are inspired by K-beauty. At that point, why not just buy K-beauty? So ultimately, it's not bad, but it's also not great compared to what I know and what I love. And I think the other reason I bought this is a little thing called FOMO. I didn't want to miss out. I thought, $10 instead of $20, that's an amazing price. But had I really thought it through, I would have realized it's not really exactly the type of product that I love. I've talked, even in the video, even in our 21 Days of Beauty video, I talked about how, they say that they don't use 2,700 potentially toxic ingredients, and yet for some reason, they do use dyes, which is something that I will continue to bring up because the catch with dyes in skincare products is that they just absolutely do not serve a purpose. There is no reason to need to dye your skincare. So yeah, moral of the story for me with this one, just because something is 50% off does not mean that you need to purchase it. And also, if you like K-beauty, then stick with K-beauty. Not really a ton of reason to explore other companies trying to make K-beauty. Who saw this one coming? Did you see my Korean skincare haul with the Medi-Peel Premium Night Thread Neck Cream? Did you all expect this to be in a fails or regrets type of video? Oh, it certainly is. This is apparently supposed to be a very stringy product, but that certainly does make for an absolute nightmare to apply this. Oh my goodness, it is awful to apply. I just today got it all over my shirt. If my shirt looks like a mess, you now know why. But hilariously, that's not even my biggest gripe with this product. My biggest gripe is that when I go to wash this off, it feels so soapy that it disturbs me every time. Every time I'm going, why is my cleanser not coming off? So this one's kind of funny because it's not a regret because I don't like the ingredients. I actually do. I think they're fine. Hydrolyzed collagen is a nice humectant, although it will not on its own restore collagen into your skin. Palmitoyl tripeptide 5 is a good ingredient for signaling collagen production, but if the ingredients are in a format that I personally cannot handle, then I'm not gonna like a product. You know what's funny about this one? This is a product that I ordered from Style Korean in their 3 for $9.99 deal. I originally did not have this in my cart. I originally had a Benton toner for $3.33, but I looked at the price and this had a higher retail price, and I just gotta be honest with y'all on this one. I took out the Benton toner because it was $18 and this was $26, and yet I would still be paying $3.33. So I feel like this ties into my last product, and that, again, my regret is I thought that getting a better deal would make for a better experience. And that's just not true with skincare. At least always. I do have some expensive products that I love, but this was just not that experience. I wish instead I had grabbed the Benton toner. Let's talk about this next. Oh my goodness, have some faith. You don't really think that I'm gonna say SK-II is a regret when I just put it in my top 10 favorite skincare products of all time. By the way, an expensive one that is super worth it. So why is this in a regrets video, you might be wondering? Well, because I have a very specific regret related to this, and that is, why on earth did I not put this into a spray bottle sooner? I kid you not. Earlier this week, I finally took my SK-II, dumped it into this old Tata Harper bottle, and what was I doing in the meantime? All this time, all these months that I've had this SK-II and loved it, but have been very delicate in my application so as to not waste a product that's that expensive, why did I not just do this? I am somebody who is constantly saying, put your toners in a spray bottle. It's just way better. It's way better. You don't waste product onto your hands or into a cotton pad. And again, why can I give this advice, but I can't take my own advice? What is that about? This is almost a 2-for-1 because this Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Essence bottle is absolutely beautiful, but it was the bottle that was beautiful about this. The product inside was so scented. Oh my god, it was so scented, and yet you best believe I'm gonna get my money's worth from the actual bottle itself. Anyway, moral of the story, if you're an SK-II fan, oh my goodness, you gotta try putting it in a spray bottle. It sprays so nicely. Next up, we have a product that is called Lip Therapy. I wasn't sure if I should include this in makeup or skincare, but I guess it kind of is more skincare, right? Now, this is an interesting lesson in how to prevent regrets as well. So I bought this on the Ulta website, and I did look through the reviews before I bought this. I did notice that it had 3 stars, and a lot of people were saying, it's really not that good. It's not that great of a product. It's just kind of mediocre. And yet, for some unknown reason, I bought it anyway. For some reason, I kid you not, I sat there and I talked myself into it because I said, well, maybe I won't have that experience. Even though overwhelmingly people are saying it's just a decent lip balm, you can spend your money on something better, I still went for it. And what do you know? It's here today in a regrets video because I could have spent my money more wisely and actually listened to all those reviewers who in fact were steering me in the right direction. Now again, here's the thing. It's not a bad product, but if you are looking for repair, I mean, it does call itself lip therapy. I thought it would be more of a restorative type of product. It's really not, in my opinion. A lot of people were griping about the gold flakes, which to me as well, that does feel a little gimmicky, but also it really does just kind of look like Vaseline in every way. It seems like really expensive Vaseline. The packaging isn't even as cute as I thought it would be. It's just your basic plastic packaging. It feels really overpriced. Next up, a fragrance. I really want to make sure I update you all. I talked about Armani's Ocean on, it was in an Instagram reel. I said I regret this product, but I'm putting this in a regrets video today to actually update you on that. What had happened was I saw all of the hype around this, and then Ulta was doing one of those Dash for Beauty deals, you know, where if enough people sign up, they'll do 50% off. It worked on me because I bought this. Here's the problem. I blind bought this, and I would really recommend you don't do that with fragrance, because I think what happens is you get an idea in your head of what you're buying in terms of smell, but you absolutely cannot ever guess at smell. Smell is a very individual and unique experience for every one of us. Plus, you've got the idea of, our own unique body chemistry coming in, throwing a real curveball at us. So when I received this, I was expecting it to smell like the ocean. That's its name. Its name is Ocean. And yet it just doesn't. It does not smell like ocean at all to me, and not at all like my idea of either the beach, the ocean. It just does not smell aquatic to me. Instead, it smells like fresh laundry. It smells like freshly shampooed hair. It's a very clean scent, not an aquatic scent. And so I was initially disappointed. I was real disappointed. It wasn't what I wanted or what I expected, and yet I've been wearing it anyway, and I gotta admit, I really am having people stop me to ask me what I'm wearing. It's a crowd pleaser. It's a hit. People like it. In fact, I like it. I actually do like it. It's just not what I thought it would be. Okay, now some makeup. I've got to include the new Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. Now, I actually received both of these products I'm going to talk about in PR. And so I have some rather complicated thoughts on these, but let's just talk about this foundation first. This isn't a regrets video because I still regret the first time that I wore this, which you can go see because it is my LED video. I hate my makeup in that video so much, so much. I truly had to talk to my sweetie about posting that video because I couldn't see it while I was editing. I couldn't see how bad my makeup looked, but I could feel it. I could very much feel it. And lo and behold, when I watched it on the larger screen, I went, oh, this is so bad. I was like, Ara, should I not post this video? And she goes, is your video about your makeup or is it about LED? And I'm over here like, yeah, it's about LED, but my makeup looks so bad. And the reason it looks bad is because I had not yet figured out the quirks with this foundation. First thing you need to know, this is such a high coverage foundation. In 2022, I had just gotten used to light coverage. That's what every foundation has been for the last 2 years. I used 2 pumps upon that day and I regretted it. It turns out that 1 pump, just 1, is the right amount. So I used 2 pumps of this foundation and then I used my usual amount of powder, and I kid you all not, my skin felt so dry. But because it was so dry, I could not blend. I could not blend anything on it, so I just tried to put on some blush and some highlighter, and it was just, my skin was flaking off, and it was just awful. It wasn't blending at all, so terrible. Terrible look. If I had bought this with my own money, I do think I would have probably returned it. But I got it in PR, so I was thinking, well, I gotta at least try again. I gotta try to figure out what the heck happened and how can I make this foundation work. So then I tried 1 pump and no powder. And that's what I'm wearing again today. I cannot use powder with this at all. Not a single bit of it. None. And wonders never cease because now I like this foundation. I'm not going to say I love it. I don't think it's a perfect match for very dry skin, which I do currently have. But I like that there's an option for a foundation that actually stays all day without being set with powder. So listen, this too is that situation where, you know, it's not an objectively terrible product. It is one where I think your skin type is going to really be a big part of this. If you have oily skin, you might absolutely love this. You might love this foundation. And my last product for this video, I was not planning on including this in my regrets today, but here we are, the Rose Inc Cream Highlighter in the shade Brilliant. This was fine. I've been using this for, I guess, about a month at this point. But today, as I was doing my makeup, I decided to use this because I didn't use any powder, so I have to use cream products. So I opened this up, and lo and behold, it is broken. The glue has failed. Look at the glue in here. The glue has failed. So I went to try to fix it, and I discovered that the magnetic closure is entirely dependent upon this tiny little piece right here. It has to be facing the right direction. You have to make sure you put that in first before you put the rest down. So yeah, I mean, it's still broken, but just so you know, that's how you can temporarily fix it until you at least put some super glue down as well. And I tell you this because initially I took it out, I didn't realize it was important, and it was kind of a pain to get it back in place. So yeah, just so you know. But yeah, also it is broken. It was not originally. I might have, if I bought this with my own money, I might have missed the 30 days deadline to return it, which would be really frustrating. So as a heads up, the people in the reviews who say that this comes broken or breaks in time might be onto something. And that's everything I have for today's video. That is all of my current regrets. Oh my goodness, if you have any, please share them in the comment section below. Let's help each other out in buying the right products for our needs instead of the wrong ones. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like and hit subscribe. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.